2 months since I walked across that stage and graduated from the #1 public HBCU and started my life as a full-time adult. What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Mia Moore, and I'm back with another video, and this is Life of Mia Moore. As you can already see from the title what this video is going to be about. So today is officially July 10th, which marks 2 months since I walked across that stage and graduated from the #1 public HBCU and started my life as a full-time adult. So I kind of wanted to, since it's been 2 months and the last time I did my 1 month recap, it's kind of like so many things have changed in my life, from moving to a new city, buying furniture, in a few days about to start my job. So like I can really talk about a 2 months post-grad and how I feel, and just so many different emotions. I feel very excited, overwhelmed, nervous, happy, sad, a little sad, and I feel like I'm in a good headspace right now, a good mindset. I also feel very disciplined. So I wanted to come on here and have a sit down video with you guys and tell you guys about the last 60 days of my life after getting that diploma. And also my diplomas came in the mail today. Got a free degree with free shipping. So I just want to come on here and talk about my 2 months post-grad journey with you guys. And let's get into the video. Okay, so if you guys see me grab my iPad, it's because I have a loose outline of what I want to talk about and things like that. So the first thing we're going to get into is like reflecting, like post-grad, like reflecting on after graduation. So literally I'm going to talk about how I felt like leading up to graduation. So leading up to graduation, I had like two feelings. Like I was Summer Walker over it, and also very like Sessions 32 Summer Walker. No, but excuse me, like I was like really like over school. Like I was really overdoing schoolwork every day, just like so over like just the daily things of school. Like even going to class, I was over with that. And like I don't think I was mentally exhausted, because like I don't think the work was like that hard where it was like, dang, like I'm over this. But it was just like that senioritis. My senioritis kicked in probably August of 2024. Honestly, when we first started school. And I think that this semester was probably like the hardest semester. My last semester was the hardest semester, off the strength that I just didn't want to do school. So I was very turned off from school, so which made it really hard to get assignments done. But I was also sad because I was like, this chapter of my life is about to be over. Like I felt I was in my nostalgic area, like thinking about memories. I was like, wow, like I love college. I love the memories and people I met in college, but also like the flexibility of college. It's like, if I want to go to Atlanta, go to Spellhouse. If I want to go to Hampton or fly to Vegas tomorrow, I can skip class on Friday. I have the option to skip class, even though you shouldn't skip class. I'm not recommending that, but it's like you can still do that and live your life without like the major commitments and major responsibilities. And I'm like, now as I'm starting my job in a few days, like I don't have the luxury. I have to take off or work from home. Like I don't have that flexibility to just get up and go. So I was really sad about that, about leaving college, but also I was also sad because I'm like, wow, my mom has sacrificed so much for me to get to this point to graduate, like sending me to private schools over the year to set myself up educationally to graduate. So I'm like, wow, like like I feel as kids, you always want to pay back your parents. And I feel like graduating debt free was like that first payback to my mom, and like paying it back or paying it forward. So that really made me sad, because I was like, wow, all her hard work and like to set my future up, it's really coming to that big accomplishment of graduating college and not having to have a student loan or anything like that. So those were like how I felt like after, like leading up to graduation, after graduation, and after graduation. I felt graduation like the next day I was hungover, sips tea. But after graduation, but like I felt a sense of relief, because it's like no more academic stress, no more like kind of being just always like graded, or like always having to like keep a high GPA or stuff like that. So like I felt really nice to have that academic stress, and it's like I can live my life. I have like a month and a few weeks to live my life to the fullest before I start my full-time job. So I think that time was what I would call a buffer time of just enjoying my life. Like I was traveling. I did a lot of domestic travel. Like different places. I was in like a different city every weekend for the month of June. Like I went to New York, Atlanta. I went home just for my grad party, then then went to Mexico, came here to Charlotte before I moved here, for my NCGP. So I was just like enjoying life and having that flexibility to pick up and travel. That's what I was really trying to accomplish the month of June, because I was like, it won't ever be like that. So that's kind of like how I felt that time of like just after graduation and moving on and stuff like that. And then so many people would ask me like how I feel, and I was like, I'm in a buffer time, but like my life didn't really start till last week when I moved into my new apartment in my new city, Charlotte. Yay, queen! The queen is in the city, Charlotte. And I think that like that move, it was so overwhelming. It was so scary. I was a little bit nervous. I'm like, dang, I'm really about to live on my own. Like I've already paid my rent in my last apartment, but I'm like, everything is gonna be on my shoulders now. So, and I'm like, I'm so grateful. Like, I didn't move like too far. Like, moving from Greensboro to Charlotte's not that big of a move, but moving is also hard. Hella boxes, hella things you have to order. And I think for me, from a college student to like being a full time adult and getting my own apartment, it's like getting an apartment is different. Like, I had two apartments in college that were college apartments. So like, it came with furniture. Like, it came with a couch. It came with a dining room table. It came with a bed frame and a mattress. Like, moving into this apartment, it's like I have to buy a bed frame. I had to buy a mattress. I had to buy bar stools. I had to buy this couch I'm sitting on. I had to buy a TV for the living room. I had to buy a coffee table. I have to buy all these certain things to fill this apartment. And I'm like, wow, that's like, that's common sense when you buy an apartment. But it's like, for someone who just left a college apartment 2 weeks ago, it was like, dang, all these transitions, all these expensive. So it was like, it's just like really, really hard. And then like also like 2 days ago, my mom left. So like now I'm out here by my dolly, and I'm like, wow, like there's no way I'm the new adult now. Like I have to keep maintain this apartment. They're gonna expect money and rent from me every month and stuff like that. So it's just like so crazy that like this is my life now, and I'm just a new adult. I gotta go to work every day. Like, so the move was definitely something. Like, I think it was really hard. Like, even like being a girl, just being a girl, like, and having like, I literally, y'all can't see it, but to my left or to you guys' right, is my coffee table that I need to find a man to set up, because I don't know how to build anything, or I have a TV laying right in front of me that is not I was gonna say on a jack, on a TV mount, because I'm just a girl. I don't mount TVs and stuff like that. Or it's like I have a vanity downstairs that just got delivered that I need a man to build. So it's just like I'm just a 22-year-old girl who just moved in her apartment who needs a man to build her apartment up. So it's like little things like that. It's just like that's just like I'm just out here living, and like I need to find someone to build all these things in my apartment, or I have to learn how to do them myself. But certain things I just feel like it's a man's job, like construction and building. Like I can put a little 1 2 together maybe, but like if it's extensive and multi-step, I need to find a man to do it. So hopefully I will find a man to do it. And my TV next time, hopefully I sit down video in my room, the TV, all these things will be built. So that's really how I felt about like the move. Like, and now that like I'm all like kind of settled in, like I told you guys, I have a few more things to get, but like now I'm just really mentally preparing myself because I start work. So in about 4 days, 4 days, if I'm doing that math right, yeah, 4 days. I'm starting my first corporate job in 4 days, and I'm a little nervous because I think that like, wow, like this life is serious. Like I have a full time job who they expect real results out of me, and I have to do real work. Like even though that's what a job entails of, but it's like I don't know. Like mentally, I feel like I'm like 17 years old. I don't act 17. I act my age, of course, but I feel like I'm just so young, and like there's so many grown people stuff coming to me that I'm like, there's no way I have to do this. But I'm like really excited to see like how I mesh with my team. I'm excited to meet the new people in my cohort from my program, like the just network with the team and people at the company. I'm also really really excited to just like see what my day to day would look like what when I go into the office, what am I working on, or when I go to lunch, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to eat, like how that schedule will look like. So I'm like really excited just to see like how, I guess, finding my work life balance and how like work life balance is going to look like for me, or like how am I able to like work and also do my hobbies, go to run club, go to tennis and do Pilates and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see how like that all works and stuff like that about my corporate job. And I'm just like, wow, I'm blessed and highly favored to even have it going into a job, graduating and going into a job. So I'm really, really happy to see what that looks like and show you guys as well, like on my TikTok. So follow me on TikTok at Mia Moore, because I will be posting mini vlogs on there and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really excited. I actually have a friend who's going to be in my cohort that we like connected off of the strength of like us having the same job, and we met at like TMCF conferences and stuff like that. So, and she's also a fellow HBCU grad. So like building those relationships with new people, finding new friends, liking the people I work with. And yeah, I'm in that finding that sense of community at work. I'm really excited to do. So we'll see y'all what's come along with me and see how my corporate era is. But I'm just like finding, I think right now in my post grad journey, as I would say my post grad journey, it's been 2 months, but it's really been a week since I really got into the nitty gritty of my post grad era. I was just like, feeling like I'm finding myself, like I'm finding new things I want to do, and I'm finding out new things about myself, and I'm trying to stay as consistent and disciplined as possible, because like with just little things, like I did, like this past week I did run club, I did tennis, and yesterday tennis was very overwhelming for me because it was like we're actually doing drills. Like for my first practice, it was like basics, foundation, but it was like this time put what you learned day one to day two. And I was like, and it was like one backhand swing I couldn't get to save my life. Like I just couldn't get the form right. And it was like the coach was like, he's like a regular coach. I don't think he was like way too hard, but it was like, like I got, after a while, when you like, for me it's just like, dang, I'm holding the group back, or like I can't get this, why can't I get this? It becomes a little frustrating and like sad for me. And I was just like, this is what I need. I need to be tested in this way, that like, oh Mia, you're gonna start something new and be terrible at it, or you constantly can't get it. But if you continue to show up, like when I say show up to the practices, show up to the things like that, just allow yourself, like accept that you're bad, and allow yourself to grow in that bad era and progressively get better. And I think that's been my kind of my mantra for the year. It's just like incremental growth is still growth. Progressively get better over time, get better. So, and I made this like video because I'm like, for using, because I have a habit of like starting new things and quitting them because I'm so bad at, or can't be efficient and can't keep up with the group. But like yesterday really tested me, and it was like, okay, yes, maybe you're like the worst one out there, or like you're not getting it, as he keeps going over it, but like keep showing up and keep getting better. So I say all that to say is like that's what I'm learning post grad, as I'm trying new things, finding new hobbies, finding new things that bring me fulfillment. I might start it and be bad at it, but I'm allowing myself to never give up and just see how far I can go. And I think that like I need that for myself. Like I feel like when I can see how far I can go after being so bad at something, I think it would mentally train my brain to say like, Mia, you can accomplish anything in life if you just stick to it and stay consistent with it. So I think that's my first discovery I want to find in myself post grad. And I think that now, like, I don't have that pressure of being on a college campus. I don't have that pressure of being at a HBCU. I don't have that pressure of being around so many of my peers, that I'm like, I'm pulling myself back from doing these because I care too much about what they say, or I'm seeing so many people around me do so many great things. And it's just like, now I have to go do 10 more things, even though like I don't need to do 10 things. I think that now I'm just in the spirit of just being in a world by myself and trying new things, and not having to do new things because I'm chasing after something. I feel like in college, everybody was chasing after an organization, after some hierarchy, some popularity, and I feel like I'm in a world right now. I feel like in my post career, I'm in a world by myself. I'm chasing myself. I'm chasing new things. I'm just progressively getting better at what I want, and I'm finding what I like. Like I have not been to the club or whatever. Like yes, I'm 22 years old. Like going to the club is fun and stuff like that, but it's like I'm finding other things that bring me fulfillment and happiness, and that might be tennis, that might be Pilates, that might be run club, and that's just a life that I like. Going out. I'm just really like, I feel like post grad is really about finding yourself, how to fill your time, and I'm trying to maximize my time every chance I get. So though I know that was a long-winded like spill, but like those are things I feel like I'm learning about myself, and I feel like that's what everybody's going through right now. They're figuring out, if you're moving away, you starting a new job in a new city away from your friends and your family, you have to figure out how are you going to socially meet people? Like, where are you going to meet your new friends? Or, okay, are you just going to go to work every day and come back home and do nothing else with your time? Like how, okay, after you're 9 to 5, you're 5 to 9, how do you want to maximize your time? What are things you want to do? Or, okay, I'm in a new city, what are things I want to do, and does that new city offer that? Like, I'm like, okay, I want to, like, for me here being in Charlotte, I'm like, I want to run. Okay, I live in Charlotte, are there any run clubs in Charlotte? Therefore, me doing that research, okay, I found one, that is what I'm going to do. Hey, I want to try something new. I want to try tennis. I'm in a new city, after work I want to do tennis. Let me find a tennis club. I want to play golf. Is there a golf club? Doing the further research to find if those resources are in your city, and like filling your time when you're 5 to 9. And I think that's just the biggest thing I'm learning. And also, like, not even like finding myself, I'm learning myself as an adult and knowing what adulthood means. Like, I literally spoke to a financial advisor yesterday, and we're talking about like investing and like retirement. And I'm like, I'm 22 years old and I start my first full-time corporate job on Monday, and I'm talking about retirement. Like, that's stuff that you like, even though like, people don't think about that now, it's something you should be thinking about it now, because it just, over time, it will be colossal if you start so much earlier. So like little things like that, I'm like really getting to the nitty-gritty of adulthood and stuff like that. And I think that everybody is on this journey. It's not just me. I'm not the only 22-year-old who just graduated from college. We're all in a space of figuring things out. Like, I have, I guess, like the poster girl life. Like, I graduated, I got a job, and I moved into a new city and a new apartment. Like, it looks glamorous from the outside, but it's like at the inside, I'm still figuring things out. I'm still figuring out what I really want to do in life. What's my life's purpose? What job do I really want to do that's gonna fund my lifestyle? Like, I have a placeholder job, and that's something I'm interested in. I want to explore that connection or whatever, Love Island reference. But I'm still figuring out, and it's a person out there who has just graduated from college, and it's probably moved back home to their hometown and has no job, but they're still figuring out and coming up with a plan. So we're all on the same path. Some of us might just be a little bit ahead of each other, but we're all on that one path going on with life. So I think we're all figuring out, and I just hope this video like helps someone find a sense of comfort and say, like, just because your journey is not taking off as fast as someone else, it doesn't mean your journey won't take off. It just might be a slower grind for you, and you just have to do a little bit more troubleshooting and find your niche in your career. And once you do it, life will be worth living again. So I really hope this video was just like really informative and helpful for someone who's just graduated from college and who is starting their post-grad era, who's starting that new job, moving to that new city, getting that new apartment. We're all in the same boat, and I'm just here as the Life of Mia Moore to share about my experience with you guys, and hope it helps you along the way. And that's pretty much wrapping up the video. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. All my Instagram, social media, and TikToks will be in the link in the description. But before I get off of here, I wanted to tell you guys, since now I'm starting my post-grad life, I'm going to try to post 3 times a week. So that means I will be posting, it's going to be more Mondays, hump days, and life Saturdays. So I'm going to be posting Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays, and those are the themes. So like this theme for this week for this video is kind of like life after college theme. So some of the 3 videos I will be posting this week will be centered around stuff like that. So the first one is, you guys, the 2-month post grad talk. The next one will be like day in the life of my week as a corporate girly. So like, you're gonna, a vlog showing you guys me going to work and stuff like that. And then the last video on Saturday will be like how to secure that return offer. So it's be for like more like rising seniors in college, kind of like, as they're coming on the end of their internship, how they need to maximize their efforts at their internship now. So I hope you guys really, really enjoy this video. Let's subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers. Leave a like, leave a comment if this video was helpful or not helpful, whatever you think, whatever your heart desires. So once again, this is Life of Mia Moore. Bye.